Alright, everyone. Welcome back to Goth Girl Gaming. It's Friday night, so that means drinking and dating sims. No wine tonight. I've got a modified Irish coffee. Picked up from Starbucks on the way home. Just simple Pike's Place, what I normally get. But when I got home, I decided to add a bit of whiskey to it. So that's what we're going to have tonight. I'm hoping my cat Zuzu will come join me. If that happens, you are going to see the camera angle shift to my cat. So instead of watching me, you will be watching the cat. As always, I am watching the chat, so please say hello and I'll respond orally. So that said, we are playing How to Date a Magical Girl. An anime dating sim. Supposed to have some LGBT action and options, which we're going to go for. Now, let's see how bad I can be. Let's just see how much of a failure at dating I can be. Yes, I know I'm married, but you know what? I am a disaster lesbian at heart. So, here we go. Let's start a new game. Let's see what the options are first. Let's drop the music volume a bit. Drop the sound volume. Okay, there we go. Alright. New game, of course. Okay, before we begin, we need to find out more about you. Of course you do. Answer some questions. Okay. What do I look like? Select your appearance. My hair used to be that long. It really was. I kind of miss it. Okay, fine. So I gotta literally select. I see. So you look like this. Do I have any other options? I'm not. I'm making sure because I'm confused. Okay, so there's just two. So we're gonna go with the two. Okay. What is my name? Type my name. No, I'm not Yuki. Robin. There we go. I'm just trying to get my channel chat up. Alright. There we go. Okay. Enter to confirm. Yes, my name is Robin. Is Robin really your name? Well, fuck you. I need to confirm all the... That's it? That's it. I don't get more customization features? Well, that's shitty. I want to customize my appearance. I want to be the goth girl, and I want purple hair, but fine. I wear way more makeup than that. Okay, today is a wondrous day. Today I've dreamt about for nearly 3 months, the day I surely thought would never arrive. Did I get my Hogwarts letter? All the blood, sweat, and tears of these past months have led me to this very point in time. This perfect moment. The very point of my entire existence. I now hold in my possession the Holy Grail. An object of such great value and importance that it would spell disaster if it fell into the wrong hands. Uh-oh. It rests heavily in my palm, seeming to pulsate with life, so it's a vibrator. The inconspicuous brown paper bag. Yeah, it's a vibrator. Covering it does little to mask its holy aura. As I gaze upon this most sacred of objects, I make a solemn vow to myself. I promise to guard this object until the day I die. Well, what is it? God, I'm a stupid character. For now, it's time to view the object's full magnificent splendor. Really? Really? It's manga. It's manga. I unwrap the brown paper bag and am nearly blinded by the light emanating from within. I'm naturally wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Finally, I now hold the uncovered object in all of its radiant glory. Must be a damn teenager. It's the limited edition special cover of volume 35 of my all-time favorite Magical Girl manga series. Okay, fine. Yeah, I would probably still be excited about something like that, but... Yes, finally. I waited for 3 months after this volume was announced for today, the release day. I used to be that person. I find myself shedding a single tear of joy as I bask in the beauty of the limited edition cover. With only 100 of these printed, I am truly one of the luckiest people alive. Wow, I'm a teenager. I am definitely a teenager. I've been following this series since I was just an impudent child. I have grown alongside it, chanting the heroine's name in my sleep night after night. What is her stereotypical name going to be? And now, the very last volume has arrived. Years of worship have guided me here. Today the series is complete. I'll return home and read this most valued tome and achieve true nirvana. Wow. Reading this series over the years has been an uphill battle. My friends often mock me for following a children's manga series, but they didn't see the beauty of it. I get it. I like Harry Potter still. They couldn't possibly fathom the rich, intricate history of the world, the heroine's ambitions and motives, the ever-present darkness threatening to engulf the world. If they truly wanted to believe this is a children's manga, that's their right. But I wouldn't be swayed by their narrow-minded opinions. I feel myself trembling in anticipation as my fingers reach forward to open the cover. No, I must be patient. I need to return home first before I dive into this adventure. I just can't keep my eyes off the beautiful cover. This walk home will truly be a test of my inner strength and willpower. If this were an anime that I would be watching, my character would walk into a post at least once. I should power walk towards my house. The quicker I get home, the quicker I can begin reading. Excellent idea. Guaranteed to walk into some cute girl. The journey speeds along at a rapid pace. I don't even have to take my eyes off the manga. I know this route so well. Just a few more blocks to go. I gotta hit something. Initializing world? Am I going to have to actually play a game? Oh, pooh. I feel like I've wasted most of spring, lazing away with nothing to do. I can't even remember the majority of it. The days just pass like a blur. Every day the same as the last. At the very least, Hikari came to visit me some days. At least I think she did. I don't remember if she ever stayed long, or if we talked much. Still, it was a nice thing for her to do. This week has been unusually hot for the season. I think the heat has been scrambling my brains like eggs on a frying pan. I've been finding it so hard to focus lately, to concentrate on anything at all. I know I should perk up a little, try and get some things done before the season ends. But then again, it's just so easy to lay here on the grass without a care in the world. I wonder how much longer I can go on like this. Everything changed on that fateful day, 2 years ago. That day I picked up the final volume of my favorite Magical Girl manga series. I read it cover to cover, and when I finished, reality began to sink in. The story was over. The story I had been following for nearly my entire life was just finished. I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably feel that way after I see Star Wars Episode 9. because I grew up with Star Wars. I watched it as a kid. I've seen it my... Wow. Until I came out. Pastel! How you doing, girl? You're about to watch me fail. Okay, so my story had just finished. Alright, come on. Let's see how bad this is going to turn into. Since that day, I felt so very, very lost. My appetite disappeared. I stopped hanging out with friends. I dropped on... Really? 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 You're not missing much, Pastel. You're basically missing me yell at my character for being super, super otaku. Days went by in a haze, and looking back, I can't remember a single moment with any kind of clarity. It's sad, but that's the truth of it. I can try and blame the recent heat as much as I want. Actually, it's 96 degrees outside right now, so I'm going to blame the heat. But really, I've been feeling like this for a few seasons now. I need to pick myself up. If I don't get a grip, I'm going to throw away my entire future. I need to get my head back in the game. I need an 80s movie musical montage. Heck, even Rocky got a montage. I need to pull it together before tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, the first day at my new school. It's kind of hard to believe. Even though I graduated high school, someone decided for me that my studies should continue. I assume that someone was Hikari. Who the fuck is Hikari? Who's this Hikari? She may have visited me. Now she's making me go to more school? She's always meddling in my business. I suppose it's her way of looking after me. Who is Hikari? Before I knew it, I was enrolled in a new academy, without so much as my nod of approval. Classes start tomorrow, whether I'm ready or not. As for the academy itself, I can't say I know much about it, so I'm going to a school I don't know squat about. Wow, my character's stupid. Isn't this how horror movies start? Yeah, this is how horror movies start. There was a brochure in my letterbox at one point, but that promptly fell into the recycling bin. I remember it had a lot of smiling faces on it. Probably just typical propaganda. I don't even know what kind of classes I'll be attending. It could be anything, considering Hikari's eclectic tastes. I'm not even staring at a hot girl. I'm already getting tongue-tied. Must be the whiskey and the coffee. She probably signed me up for a cooking class, or a horseback riding, or advanced basket weaving. Oh, so you're an athlete. Who knows? I'm beginning to doze off in the warm afternoon sun. Just before my awareness slips away completely, a shadow falls across my face. Yeah, I'm being bad high school drama. Someone is suddenly standing over me. I squint, trying to make out their features. It's time to wake up now, Robin. Hello, stereotypically looking anime girl number one. Okay, so that's Hikari. So that's who Hikari is. What are you lying around here for? It's far too hot. You're going to cook. I shoot the girl a dirty look, as if accusing her for interrupting my rest. Well, she did. It takes me another couple of seconds to recognize the girl. Blame my foggy mind. Oh, it's you, Hikari. That's kind of how I feel right now. Jeez, is that what passes for a greeting these days? Sorry, I was just lost in thought. Well, it's my fault for expecting you to treat me with a little respect. I said I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm sort of having one of those out of it moments too. Had a migraine all day. Still kind of have it, so I probably shouldn't be drinking too much. Anyway. Fine, fine. This intrusive girl is none other than Hikari, one of my oldest friends. She's kind of cute in her own way, I guess. I've known her for such a long time that I can't imagine her as anything other than just a friend. Though I wonder if she feels the same way about me. Dum dum dum! Hikari's the kind of girl that shoots first and asks questions later. But that's probably due to her being overprotective rather than assertive. It's the reason I assume she is the one who enrolled me at the new academy. I don't know anyone else who cares about my future like she does. When we were younger, she had a habit of following me around everywhere, kind of like a little sister. As we grew older, this habit evolved into meddling in my business and stealing my lunch every day. Wow! What a strange friend. It probably sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm honestly not. Hikari is a great person, and I'm truly lucky to have a friend like her. I just don't really understand what she sees in me, or what she gets out of our relationship. Anyway, what are you doing out here? Do you have any idea how long it took me to find you? I'm just relaxing. What's the big deal? Relaxing? You don't do anything but relax. And you're aware we're starting school tomorrow, right? Yeah, painfully aware. Wait, you said we're? As in we? You're attending class with me, Hikari? Oh, give me a break. I've explained this to you at least 6.5 times. I swear, talking to you is like talking to a brick wall. Except the brick wall is better looking than you are. Wow. I kind of like you, Hikari. Not that much, but I do kind of like you. Hey, I object to that. Look, we're going to the academy together, and that's final. You don't have a say in the matter, okay? Okay. Please don't hurt me. I wouldn't dream of hurting you. I have a question though. What kind of classes are we taking? A thoughtful expression crosses Hikari's features. I can tell she's making up her mind on whether to scold me or give me a proper answer. What's going on with the chat? There we go. Chat, Twitch is being weird for some reason. Well, if you'd read the guide I left for you at your house. Here we go. You'd already know that we'll be taking basic first-year classes. Nothing too difficult, I'd imagine. They know you're a noob, so you shouldn't have any problems. Ow! Somehow being called a noob hurts more than anything else Hikari could have come up with. Yeah, it does. Aren't you a noob as well, Hikari? She looks taken aback, almost as offended as I got just seconds ago. Ha ha! Vicious mockery. Well, no. Oh. I'm not new to this. You know I've been practicing for years. Uh-oh. I haven't been paying attention to my friend, apparently. I'm confused. What have you been practicing? A frown crosses Hikari's face. I know this expression well. I'm so tired of your clueless-ass face. I've been practicing to become a fully fledged magical girl, of course. Her words hit me like a truck. Did she just say magical girl? Somehow, the stupor I've been living in for endless months shatters in an instant. I feel like my eyes have opened for the first time in a long time. I see Hikari's smiling face beaming at me, as if she's so very proud of what she just said. Of course I remember that Hikari is training to become a magical girl. How could I let such a magnificent fact elude me for so long? I've known as much for years. So, if I put 2 and 2 together, I'd say the academy we're attending for tomorrow is a school for magical girls. Wow, I'm brilliant. But why am I going? I have no magical talent whatsoever. You look like you just took an ice-cold shower, Robin. Is everything okay? I think about her question for a moment. I do feel more alert now. It's a familiar feeling. It's almost the way I felt before, back before my favorite manga series finished. Truth is, magical girls are very, very real. The whole time I had my head buried in manga, real-life magical girls existed around me. I think I was just too nervous to ever go out and meet them. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna get really bad. Except for Hikari. I knew her before she ever awakened to her powers. I can't quite explain why I've let my mind stay so foggy these last few years, but maybe now with school starting tomorrow, I can begin to work towards becoming a functioning human being again. I'm sorry, someone who went through grad school. School does not make you a functioning human being. It makes you a coffee-addicted, anxiety-ridden freak. I give Hikari a slight smile. Hikari, why am I going to the school for magical girls? Hikari shuffles on the spot. She seems hesitant to tell me. The truth is... Ooh, we've gone to Grayscale Sepia. About a month ago, you and I were having dinner. And all of a sudden, your powers awoke. Well, what? I noticed it immediately, but you seemed like your old oblivious self and barely paid attention to what happened. So, what did happen? Like I said, we were having dinner together. I accidentally knocked a glass of water off the table. It was going to shatter on my bare feet, and I screamed, afraid of cutting myself on the glass. It happened so quickly, I couldn't move away in time. And you just kind of glanced at the glass and it stopped, midair, frozen in time. I mean, literally frozen in time, ice and all. I don't believe you. I would remember something like that. You just shrugged and continued eating. I think at the time, you just believed I had made the glass freeze in place. After all, you've known about my magical powers for a long time. I awoke to my powers when I was 13, maybe 14? I don't quite remember, but still. I have a very specific set of powers. So Hikari is Liam Neeson. And don't forget, I'm untrained. There's no way I could freeze something in time. So, after that night, I replayed the event back in my mind, over and over. The only explanation is that you froze the glass. You suddenly awoke to your own powers and saved me from getting cut on broken glass. So what you're saying is, I'm a hero! Bleh, not quite, Robin. Yeah, anyway, to cut a long story short, I never enrolled us to attend the academy. We were both sent letters from the association. They can detect who has magical powers and who doesn't, you know. They keep a record of everyone. Okay, so the Ministry of Magic sent us our letters, and apparently I accept. Oh, never mind. Once you reach 18, it's the law for you to attend the academy. The letters basically demanded we attend the academy, effective immediately. Okay, that's the save button, so when I get somewhere I'll probably save pretty soon. Because you awaken to your powers right on the age of 18, you get the joy of going back to school. Regardless, we will start class tomorrow. We'll both be training to become magical girls. All of this information is swirling around in my head like a tornado. I feel simultaneously excited and exhausted. Do I really have magical powers? Can I actually freeze things in time? I can't think of any other situation where I've done such a thing, and I have no clue how to make it happen again. Well, I suppose that's the point of the academy. They should train me to reach my full potential, right? I guess attending class with Hikari won't be so bad. Maybe I'll make some new friends too. What do you say we get out of here? We can grab some dinner to celebrate our last night of freedom. I like dinner. Sounds good to me. You're paying, though. I am not, you big lug. You can pay for both of us. Hey, dinner was your idea, not mine. Why should I pay? You're just as hopeless as always. How did I get dragged into going back to school with you? You love it. Let's see how many classes we can make it through before I strangle you out of frustration. Ah, boy. Alright, Monday. Let me save. Okay, my alarm's going off. Oh, please, for the love of all that is holy, shut up. It's like I'm talking to a certain black cat. I begrudgingly open my eyes and am greeted by the sight of my alarm clock having a seizure on the floor. The glowing red numbers taunt my blurry vision by fading in and out at full speed. I groan and rub my eyes, trying to clear my vision. Finally, I can make out the numbers on the clock clearly. 8 to 2 in the morning. I wish I could sleep to 8 o'clock. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm averaging about 3 hours of sleep, so I'm going from like 11 o'clock to 2 or 3. I yawn. Thankfully, it's still early. I've got nothing to do today except eat leftovers, so why did I set my alarm for such an early time? I smack my lips at the thought of cold Chinese takeout waiting for me in the refrigerator. So I've already forgotten about school. I stifle a yawn. Some distant thought is tugging at the back of my mind. Have I forgotten something important about today? Did I have something more serious to do than eat leftovers? Nah. There's nothing going on in my life. Maybe Hikari said she'll visit today, or something small like that. Oh yeah, something is coming back to me. School? Am I supposed to go to school today? I feel like a bucket of cold water has just splashed over my head. Suddenly, wide awake, I realize I've completely forgotten today is the first day at the academy. Uh-oh. Dump. Orientation starts at 8:30 a.m. Yeah, I'm gonna be late. I leap out of bed, launching like a frog from a lily pad. I immediately regret this action as I'm still tangled up in my blankets, and they drag me down to the floor. I narrowly avoid hitting my head. I thank my lucky stars I didn't get hurt before frantically scrambling to my feet. I dash out of my room and into the kitchen. Open the fridge and greeted by the wafting aroma of cold, sweet, and sour pork leftovers. Ooh. I grab the container unceremoniously and launch it across the kitchen, cheering when it lands in the open microwave. You know, this should not be a video game. This should be an anime because I should be able to watch this. I dash to the microwave and mash the keyboard blindly. The light flickers to life and the machine starts up with a sputter and a hum. While my excellent choice of breakfast is being cooked to perfection, I decide to get dressed. When I reach my closet, I come to the sinking realization I don't have a uniform yet. Oh look, I've got an unfamiliar dry cleaning bag on a coat hanger. Oh, looks like Hikari got me a uniform. Alright, let me see what's my uniform look like. Come on. I'm eating my breakfast. Yeah. Come on. I want to get to the girls. So there's going to be girls there. I want to fail at trying to woo them. I finish donning my amazing new outfit and rock into the kitchen to throw food into my gullet. My breakfast is demolished in a new personal record of 12.74 seconds. And then I'm out the door in a flash. I hardly even know where I'm going, but I recall Hikari saying the academy is walking distance from my home. It's not hard to find a map on my phone, so I load it and walk. 8:24, will I make it on time? I'll arrive in 8 minutes. Be a little late, but a couple of minutes never hurt anyone, right? I'm sorry, y'all. My power walk evolves into a jog when I see the school gates looming in the distance. A few other straggling students making their way into the school. They're all wearing the uniform, including its signature pastel yellow vest. Oh boy, I'm gonna really hate that uniform. All the other students are female. I suppose that's not too surprising. This is a school for magical girls, after all. Still, it's the first time I'm witnessing such a thing. Now I almost want to do a playthrough as a boy. Because then will he be the only boy there? Interesting. I finally reach the school gates. When I peer beyond them, I can see the other students entering what looks to be the school hall. I suppose this orientation is being held? I glance to see if Akari is here. No luck. She's probably inside. Breaking into a run, sprinting as fast as my unfit legs can carry me. I weave in and around the other students, also making a mad dash forward. I'm nearly there. I can almost taste my fashionably late entrance. My foot snags on another student's shoe. Guess I wasn't quick enough to get out of their way. I don't even have time to let out a gasp as I fall flat on my face. Yep, that's me. I was so close. I nearly made it. Now I'm just lying on the ground, face down, like an idiot. A little squeal erupts from in front of me. My first thought is maybe I squashed some small, cute animal when I fell, like a kitten, or a squirrel that can squeal. I push myself off the ground and am greeted by an unexpected sight. Oh. Hello, stereotypical anime girl number 2. A cute girl wearing glasses has fallen on the ground in front of me. She looks to be about my age, so I assume she's a first-year student as well. She's trying and failing to cover up her panties. Wait, what? Is this going to be an NSFW dating sim? Which I believe the entire world can now see. Don't look! I bashfully turned my head away, for at least a second. Well, I am a pervert. Then I turned back to her. Stop it! Stop looking! I'm sorry, I think I knocked you over. No, I think it was my fault. I was in a rush and wasn't looking where I was going. Are you hurt? No, I'm okay. The girl is still trying to adjust her skirt so that she can rescue her dignity. Are we late for orientation? Yeah, I think so. It's terrible. I promised myself I would make it on time. I can't believe I slept in. I'm a stupid, stupid girl. Hey, now don't beat yourself up. I slept in too. You don't understand. I only slept in because I went to bed at 3 a.m., even though I promised myself I wouldn't stay up so late. This girl sure seems interesting. I wonder what could have caused her to stay up so late the day before school starts. Probably playing an MMO. Why were you up until 3 a.m.? It's too embarrassing to answer. Oh, she was looking at porn. Come on now, you can tell me. It's not like we're strangers. I mean, Wow! Really, me? Really? I've seen your... don't say it! Sorry. Fine, I'll tell you why I was up so late. I was watching films. She's watching porn. Films, huh? I wonder what kind of films. Damn it, you know what kind. Pornographic. It's not my fault I have trouble going to bed after watching... Oh, even better, horror movies. I start to see shadows lurking in every corner, and I get too scared to try and sleep. Well, I don't. I tend to fall asleep right after watching horror movies. I sleep really well, too. I'm one of those people. I don't expect someone like you to know what it's like. To become so engrossed in a tale of the macabre that all the hairs on your body stand on end. To be frightened senseless at the slightest strange sound from within your own home. Okay, I like her. Yui is right now number 1 on my list. Until you've experienced that kind of paralyzing terror, you'll never understand the joy. Wait, cult horror films? Oh, this means bad films. Oh, I'm loving her so much. The girl is breathing heavily, obviously exhausted from her passionate outburst. Yeah, I'm loving her. Oh, yeah. No, she does not have a screw loose. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to Game Me, Yui. Listen to Mimi. You're really awesome. You haven't lived until you've seen a film that makes your toes curl, chills your bones, and gives you goosebumps all at the same time. I'll take your word for it. No, come on, me. We want to watch horror films with her. So this girl likes to scare herself senseless, and then she wonders why she can't get to sleep at a decent hour. So, you still haven't covered up your, She squeals again in embarrassment. I'd feel sorry for her if the view wasn't in my favor. This is what happens when you try to go for panty shots. You nearly fall out of your chair. Stop looking. Sorry. Why am I cursed with such bad luck? How can something so embarrassing happen on the first day of school? I suppose I understand why she's so distressed. Maybe I should say something to calm her down. By the way, what's your name? My name? Give me a choice. I want a choice. I don't want to just watch this story play out. Yeah, is that such an unusual question? No, I suppose not. My name is Yui. Yui Akiyama. Pleased to meet you, I guess. It's nice to meet you, Yui. My name is Robin. I get to my feet and dust myself off. I reach a hand out to Yui. Here, I'll help you up. I swear that Yui blushes for a second before grabbing my hand. Her fingers are soft and delicate, warm. She grips my hand ever so lightly, and I manage to lift her to her feet. Thank you. I'm sorry we had to meet under such distressing circumstances. Don't sweat it. I'm just happy to have met you at all. The soft red blush returns to her cheeks. She looks away slyly. We should go. Yeah. Without another word, she takes the lead and walks in front of me. I follow behind her obediently. Look, I'm staring at her butt. I know what I'm doing. We make our way to the entrance of the school hall. The big wooden doors are closed, barring our way forward. Yui tries pulling the handle. The door is stuck fast. She frowns, then changes tactics, pushing the door. Still no luck. Seems to be locked. Do they really lock out latecomers? Guess so. Oh no, are we going to be punished for missing orientation? Make a spanking joke. Make a spanking joke. I don't think I can handle detention. Calm down, calm down. I'm sure we're not going to be punished. We'll just have to wait until orientation ends, I suppose. I give Yui a shrug. If we wait around for the students to leave the hall, we'll surely run into Hikari. Hikari will know what to do. She always does. In the meantime, why don't we get to know each other? Yui doesn't say anything. A downtrodden expression has etched itself onto her features. She leans against the wall and lets out a sigh. So, do you know any magic? Either she doesn't hear me or she's choosing to ignore me now. Her eyes are closed, as though she's trying to block out the world around her. Well, not much I can do, I suppose. I slump down and sit on the ground. I have no idea how long orientation goes for, or how long we'll be waiting around here. A bell rings. That is the most polite bell I have ever heard. I mean, we had these jarring screechers when I was in school. The doors of the school hall swing open wide and a flood of students leak out of the building. There must be hundreds of girls all scurrying forward. As they exit the hall, they split into different directions, surely heading towards their first class of the day. Come on, I want to make a decision on something. I want to fail. If I only knew what my classes were, I could head toward where I'm supposed to go. But I have no clue what I'm doing here. I need to find Hikari. I stand to the side as all of the students tumble out of the hall. I lose sight of Yui on the other side of the crowd. Oh well, she stopped talking to me anyway. Not my fault. I desperately try to catch a glimpse of Hikari's familiar face in the crowd. It doesn't help that she's shorter than most of the other students, so she's likely to be lost in the group. I suddenly feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around. You idiot! How could you miss orientation? I was waiting inside the hall for you, and they locked the doors, and I had to sit by myself. Hikari, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. You let me down, Robin. You're going to make this up to me. I will. I'm really sorry. What happened anyway? Did you sleep in? Well, yeah, I did, but I actually got here at a decent time. The problem is I knocked another girl over and we caught up talking. Another girl? Yeah, actually, because the crowd is thinned out, I can see Yui standing awkwardly by the doors. It was that girl over there. Hikari looks toward Yui standing all alone. I see. Is she a first year as well? She looks lost. Yeah, I think so. Since we got locked outside, we weren't sure what to do or where to go. I was kind of hoping you could help us, Hikari. Hikari almost looks sad, just for a moment, but then a bright smile flashes across her face. I'm always happy to help. Now that orientation's over, we have to go to our homeroom and meet our teacher. I can lead the way. Hikari begins to skip away. I grab Yui's attention with a wave and beckon her toward us. What is it? We can go to homeroom and meet our teacher now. Do you want to follow us? Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, so we go to the classroom. Let's see what our teacher looks like. There must be 30 students packed in, chatting away and waiting for the teacher to arrive. Hikari managed to find seats for myself and Yui, all lined up next to each other. Not a bad arrangement if I do say so myself. I glance around the room. It all feels very familiar. Just like high school all over again, except nicer desks than the ones we had. The students are even in cliques, and it's only the very first day. There's a group of sporty-looking girls in the back of the class, one of them bouncing a basketball for some reason. I don't know why she brought that to the academy, maybe just to reinforce her clique stereotypes. The front of the class are the bookworms. They're shy, speaking only in whispers, and glancing nervously at the other students. Hanging out by the classroom doors are the rebellious girls. That's us goth kids. A few of them have streaks of neon color dyed in their hair. Their uniforms are untidy and a few have cut off their sleeves. And here in the middle of the class are Hikari, Yui, and myself. Hikari and I go way back, of course. I've just met Yui. As for Hikari and Yui's relationship, I don't think they've spoken a single word to each other. Will they become friends? Time will tell. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, teacher's entering. Oh. Hi. Good morning, class. I'm your homeroom teacher, Miss Otsuka. Am I going to get a chance to date my teacher? But you can all call me by my first name, Satomi. You'll find that I'm a very informal teacher, unlike any teacher you've had during your school years. It's my hope that we'll all become friends during the first year here at the academy. I hope that we can build a relationship that carries on long after you graduate. This new teacher, Satomi, seems really nice. I can't pick out just one defining feature of this new teacher. Tits! She has massive tits. No, I have to pick out two. She has two very large defining features. On a less shallow note, I guess she has an inviting smile. Overall, she's definitely not bad for an older woman. How old is she? She seems to have captured the class's attention. Yeah, yeah. Even the rebellious girls have taken a seat to show respect. Yeah? Yeah. I'm sure you all have a million questions burning in your brains, especially after orientation. Rest assured, I am here to help every one of you achieve your goals and get good grades during the year. As your homeroom teacher, I'll offer you support and guidance. If you need assistance with any of your subjects, you can always come to me. Satomi claps her hands together and beams. Now then, with all of that out of the way, as she takes a step forward, her elbow knocks a stack of papers off her desk. Important-looking documents scatter all over the floor. The class gasps, then falls silent, waiting to see how she reacts to the mess she just made. Oops! Satomi's face turns bright red and she bends down to pick up some of the papers. She lowers herself and a loud thud echoes through the classroom as her head slams into the corner of her desk. Look, okay, as a teacher, I've done that. The class gasps once more, then silence. Ouch. I hear a slight giggle from Yui seated next to me. She obviously thinks the whole affair is pretty funny. A few girls rush to the front of the class and help the teacher pick up her papers. When Satomi stands up, I can make out the faint purple outline of a bruise forming on her forehead. And this is what bangs are for. After two clumsy failures, Satomi hasn't exactly managed to maintain her composure. She's glowing red and a bead of embarrassed sweat trickles down her face. Class, if you could all just ignore that little spectacle, I would greatly appreciate it. A few students giggle quietly. Satomi does her best to continue with her speech. Somehow she hasn't entirely lost the class's respect, which is admirable. Okay, class, now let me save. I haven't done anything yet, but I'm paranoid about saving. Where was I? Oh, yes. For our first piece of business today, I'll be covering the subjects you'll be learning this year. Let's begin. There are 3 core subjects that all must attend in order to progress the academy: magical history, practical magic, great movie, and alchemy. Any other subjects you choose to undertake at the academy are optional, but will provide credits towards your overall degree. In magical history class, you'll learn about the origins of the magical girls that have become commonplace in our world. You'll discover how they came into being and their importance in our modern society. In practical magic class, you'll undertake rigorous magical training to hone your minds and bodies. You'll learn spells and abilities that are essential for a magical girl to undertake her duties. Finally, in alchemy class, you'll become familiar with the art of crafting magical items. From magical swords and staves to potions and portals, this is where your creativity will be put to the test. So, history, magical phys ed, and art. This all sounds pretty cool. I had no idea there was so much involved with becoming a magical girl, because my character's a moron. Should have named her Jon Snow. That said, my character would not have let Ghost go up north without a pet. I hear the hurried scratching of a pen on paper and look to my left. Hikari is scribbling notes frantically, her tongue sticking out the side of her mouth as she concentrates. To my right, Yui is also taking notes, though she's decorated a page of her notebook with doodles of a wicked witch stirring a cauldron. Your time here at the academy will be one of the most memorable experiences of your life. In fact, when you look back on these days, you may think it was all just a dream. That's how pleasant your days will be here. With that said, don't think you can just slack off. In order to graduate, you'll need to put in a lot of hard work. Don't expect to excel in every class. All students are different, and you may find that what comes naturally to you is very difficult for someone else. It's important not to let your classes and studying time dominate your life. Socialize, make friends, take time to relax once in a while. I highly recommend joining a club. When you get the chance, we host a variety of fun clubs that you can attend on your free time. Take part in activities and meet new people. Finally, to wrap up my little speech, I need to tell you what to expect at exam time. The Academy runs exams twice during the year. You can expect an exam each semester. The key attributes we assess you are on: magic, alchemy, perception, and expertise. It's important to focus on raising these attributes during your study time. You can improve your attributes with theory or practice. There's no wrong way to go. Reading books, taking time to study, practicing spells, performing alchemy, all of these activities will help you improve your attributes. I sense a bunch of mini-games coming on. I'm fine with that. Probably one of my favorite dating sims tends to be those that involve some sort of a mini-game, like a puzzle game or something, just to give me something to do besides pick answers to questions. You may find that other activities outside of school also help you out. Be sure to explore and find out what works best for you. If your key attributes are high enough come exam time, you will no doubt perform very well. As long as you work hard at improving yourself, you have no need to stress. Should you fail your exams, well, let's not go into that today. Okay? I'm sure you will all succeed with flying colors. Satomi smiles widely at the class. Everyone seems to be in a good mood after hearing her passionate speech. Run through the subjects: magical history, practical magic, alchemy, yeah. I'll probably enjoy practical magic the most, because I can cast Avada Kedavra. Satomi wraps up her little speech with a few heartfelt quotes from some famous magical girls, or something along those lines. I started getting hungry, so I zone out. Before you know it, being shuffled out of the classroom by Hikari. All the other students are leaving too, and Yui is following behind. Hikari pulls me aside in the corridor. So, what did you think? Everything sounds so exciting, right? Yeah, I actually think I'm going to enjoy my time here. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I have a feeling we'll have most of our classes together, so we can always help each other out with our studies. I notice Yui standing off on the side of the corridor. She's glancing at her phone absent-mindedly. Yeah, that would be me, probably. I get the feeling she's not one for making friends easily, and she doesn't seem to know anyone at the school. Yeah, I'm really feeling an affinity for Yui, because that's sort of me. I'm the one the extrovert sort of takes under their wing, whether I like it or not, to make me socialize. Maybe I should make an effort to invite her along to hang out with Hikari and myself. I'm super excited about magical history class. I want to learn about all the famous magical girls from history, like Jeanne d'Arc and Cleopatra. Of course they were magical girls. Sorry, I'm getting the hiccups already. I let Hikari trail off as I wander over to Yuri. Might put more whiskey in here than I thought. Hey. Yui looks up from her phone, somewhat taken aback. I wasn't waiting around for you or anything like that. I just don't know anyone here. It's okay. Don't sweat it. I'm sorry about running into you, this